gorgeous. I'm the Fairy Voice Mother, and today I'm going to be analysing a brand new Angelina Jordan original single. It's called Love Don't Let Me Go. So Angelina is 17 now, with about 16 years experience. So I'm really excited to see and hear where she is on her musical journey at the moment. I can imagine that being a child prodigy is pretty difficult because people are gonna have expectations for you that are gonna try and haunt you forever. But I would guess that she's a very spiritual, connected, grounded artist. She definitely appears to be at the helm of her creativity. So let's see what she's made for us now that she's all grown up. Wow, those are some shoes, aren't they? Bloody hell. She probably won't sing in them though. She doesn't do that. Aww. Ooh, she's so statuesque. Nice to see that she's cashing the checks. Vintage Porsches don't come cheap. She could drive now. She's so grown up.
Mistakes and regrets.
Wow.
Ain't all that I have left. 'Cause your touch and your sense still on my skin. Maybe I'm a fool to erase the trace of you. 'Cause no, you know me. At least that's how I feel.
This is definitely the most Amy Winehouse-y, non-Amy Winehouse song. Amy Winehouse will always be one of the most loved, unique, special vocalists. And so for her to be following in those kinds of footsteps is very exciting for all of us that miss that kind of smoky, bluesy, yet still mainstream pop. So I think we're probably still in verse melody zone. And the melodies are very simple, but because of the abundance of character and nuance and sparkliness that just is her singing voice, always has been, a more basic melody is perhaps where her voice shines more because it's allowed to breathe and shine. Because her voice is so interesting and rich, we want to capture as much of that as we can. And if she's singing a very complicated melody, perhaps some of that character would be lost. And so to properly enjoy her unique and fabulous nuances, we need a blank canvas. For example, if Angelina was frosting for a cake, she would be like very rich and chocolatey and expensive. The most supreme cake frosting you could buy. And so because of that, you would prefer this frosting on a more plain cake because it's about the frosting. Or the other way around, I don't know. I made a banana bread yesterday, so cakes are on the brain. Oh, this is so cool to hear what she sounds like now, because I remember when I did my first analysis to Angelina was when she was 13. One of the things I mentioned in that analysis was how exciting it's going to be when her voice gets lower. But she still has all that same sweetness to her voice as well.
At least that's how I feel.
There's so many beautiful crackles and sparkles in her voice. It's like it's all covered in fairy dust. She's able to play around a lot with her vocal fold closure. Sometimes we get a purely breathy sound, and other times we hear those pretty little crackles, which is called vocal fry or pulse. And this kind of playfulness is only really possible on the notes that you speak with. The further we stretch our voice away from our speaking range, we do have to prioritize vocal technique a little bit more. Things like belting high notes, we need to make sure that the vocal folds are closed. Anyway, let's hear the chorus.
At least that's how I feel. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke.
Oh, nice.
Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. On the floor, I'm begging, oh, love, don't let me go.
Oh, this
If only
is good.
I could look you in the eye.
Oh, there we go.
There wouldn't be no place for you to
love it. This is beautiful. Such a good chorus. I want to hear it again. I wonder how much it costs to get a 17-year-old insured on a Porsche. Bloody hell. Anyway, it's produced beautifully well. Lots of nuance in terms of the texture, just like her voice. The verse had an A section and a B section production-wise too. In the first half of the verse, the rhythm is like dun 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 dun.
Ain't all that I have left, 'cause you're tough.
With a lovely vintagey sounding electric guitar, just doing really basic on the 2 and the 4. And then as we go into the second half, the rhythm gets a little bit more complex. We've now got like a and there was like a high synth sound that led her into that verse 1B section and then out into the pre-chorus.
Maybe.
And then in our pre-chorus, we've got a brand new piano and it sounds like it's been EQ'd so that only the low frequencies are allowed into our ear holes.
I'm trying to pull you closer to me.
And then that gives Angelina the space she needs at the top of the mix to do I'm trying to pull you close, because if the instruments were up there as well, then she would have to fight the backing track and it would all be a muddy mess. And so the producers of this song basically know what they're doing in terms of they need to give her voice the space that it needs.
I put this little piano loop in to show you what EQ does. So this is it without anything, what we would call dry.
So if I wanna sing high, my voice has space. No, it doesn't.
Demo complete. Back to the video.
And then in the chorus, they bring all the warmth back in, so it feels chorusy. I love the way that she started this chorus. Oh my gosh, it sounds so good.
Love, I really wish you had a face.
A lot of singers would choose to bring in their chorus with a really strong vocal performance, because after that tense kind of cliffhangery pre-chorus, it would be tempting to be like, love, I really wish you had a face, woohoo!
Party time.
But she's not. It's very restrained and mature and sultry and luscious. Love, I really wish you had a face. It's delicate and you're like,
Oh.
and it makes you listen to the lyrics more. These lyrics, love, I really wish you had a face, could definitely been interpreted a couple ways. If it was really strong, you would have maybe got the impression that she is feeling a little bit more vengeful and angry, but the way that she sang it with that face at the end, it's a little bit more wistful. Oh, that is a shame. Sigh. Because maybe it's not about a person, maybe it's about a dream or a passion or a direction in life. Like, I wish that a love would present itself to me. A lot of people can relate to that, so it could be about something like that, because love just takes so many forms. We use that word to describe both tangible and intangible things. You can love a human, or you can love a dog, or you can love a colour, or a cake, or an idea. It could be about anything. I love that. It could be about that. Love is in the air everywhere I look around. In the second half of the chorus, we are getting more of that vocal fold closure, more integrity in the voice and strength.
If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide.
It's kind of pulled down a little bit to anchor some of that strength, sort of from the chest. I could look you in the eye. It's resonating a little bit more here, whereas the wish on the same note before was resonating a little bit more in the head. So lots of different chambers are inhabiting this beautiful resonance. And the note where she sings plays, there wouldn't be no place for you, is strong as well. She could have done place for you for a different character, but she wanted that strong too. And I think that says a lot about her message and how important it is for her. Her voice is a million shades of perfect no matter what she does, whether she sang that all soft or all strong, everyone would have loved it anyway. But she has something very specific in mind about how this message is supposed to be delivered, and that's what she did.
And I know what you're thinking. Where have I heard that chorus melody before?
Me love, don't let me go. If you had a heart, I could make it beat for me. If you had a soul, I know where my home would be. It's not about feeling lonely.
That bass line had a over it this time as well to give it another layer.
For me, if you had.
Is this her nanny, her grandma? I would guess that it is because they look alike. They've got the same eyes. Oh, she's very gorgeous as well. Aw, that's a gorgeous frame.
It's not about feeling lonely, but man, I just can't forget. And though you're not here beside me, I still see your silhouette. I'm trying to pull you closer to me, but it's just like trying to catch smoke.
Oh, just before we have another beautiful chorus, let me hear that silhouette. Oh, that was so pretty.
Beside me, I still see your silhouette.
Ah, let's have another one of those.
Though you're not here beside me, I still see your silhouette. I still see your silhouette.
Sorry, that was the fourth time. Oh, it's addictive. It's in the middle of silhouette and silhouette. It's just that perfect. She's just perfect. She really is, because her voice has got lower and thicker and there is more weight that she now has to deal with. And she has learned how to thin out her vocal folds and produce this mixed voice. So she's singing with strength without shouting. So she's got all of that wisdom that she's accrued over her already very long career. The musicality, the artistry, the emotional and vocal intelligence required to perform a convincing song, all the while navigating completely transformative physical conditions, aka puberty. Like, just think about it. There's videos of her online singing when she was like this big. And she's managed to nurture this talent as she's grown and grown and grown and grown and grown into a beautiful, elegant, statuesque, Amazonian divine woman. And she's not even done. She's not even done. That's the thing. We don't really stop growing until we're in our mid-20s. In 5 years' time, her voice will change again. And the cool thing about that is it's probably going to grow to be stronger because she is still developing at this age. And so there is still a little bit of a fragility in her voice. She is going to start to come out of that fragile phase and into a phase where her body is more complete and strong and reliable. How bloody brilliant. I'm just so proud of you, baby Angelina. Look at you. You're thriving. You're a lady and you're doing the most beautiful, elegant, sophisticated music. Oh.
Love, I really wish you had a face. Maybe I could beg for you to stay. I'm on the floor. I'm begging.
Oh, nice backing vocal. We didn't have that yet.
Don't let me go. If only I could look you in the eye, there wouldn't be no place for you to hide. I'm on the floor, I'm begging. Oh, love, don't let me go.
There we go. Oh.
I'm on the floor, I'm begging. Oh, love, don't let me go.
That was gorgeous. The time flew by watching that. The chorus was such a cute melody. We didn't even need a bridge. We just needed that again on a guitar. Give us a little break. Angelina comes back in, is super gorgeous and beautiful. Song finishes. To witness such an extraordinary blossoming and development of a divinely creative, artistic, talented human being is an honour. And I will definitely be here cheering her on and supporting her through the next phase of her development for as long as she cares to share it with us. It is almost time to love you and leave you until the next video, but before I do, let's read out today's oracle card. The Dodo of Determination. Feeling like there's no fight left in you? How about if we said it's not necessarily a fighting spirit you need, as that indicates a struggle. This is just a challenge, and you are going to easy breezy flow through it. Find the determination in knowing it's achievable. Oh, that's a lovely one. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it. If there are any singers you would like to see me react to, please do let me know down below in the comments, as it is always my pleasure. I really hope you would consider to like this video and subscribe to the channel, as it really helps me make more videos, and it is my biggest joy to do so. I hope you have a wonderful day. Loads and loads of love. I'll see you next time. Bye. Is there a smudge on the camera? There is. Maybe I made it worse.